It's quiz time.
Quiz time. I like quiz time.
So are you ready for last week's questions?
I am.
Doug?
Yeah,
Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, you sure?
Shoot.
All right. First question was, why are wheat prices skyrocketing and what can be done about it?
Well, actually, wheat prices have come down just a little bit. They're still up.
Little bit.
Little bit, so not skyrocketing at the moment, although they're up. Obviously, Russia had some fires and a drought and some really bad weather conditions. So there was less wheat supply, and less supply means higher prices if demand stays constant. And what can you do about that? Nothing. That's the problem, is if they didn't grow enough wheat, or if wheat crops get destroyed, the supply is the supply.
Don't put bread in the freezer?
Oh, well, the worst thing is they make beer out of wheat. It's just bad all the way
beer
around.
prices may be going up, so stock up.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, maybe not. Okay,
Let's not
don't take my
panic.
advice.
Let's not panic our viewers. Okay. So the thing about it is, it's very difficult to do anything about it after the crop has already had a problem. So we just have to live with it and keep going.
What would lead to a sustainable recovery?
That's pretty easy, right? We talked about this. Jobs. We need people to have demand for products so that businesses hire more people, so those people have bigger paychecks, and they can spur more demand for more products. And then we have a sustainable recovery, which we talked about as being a circular spiral upward. That's what we're looking for. So until we get some decent job reports, it's going to be a difficult economic situation.
Okay, next question is, what investment what investment traps should we avoid?
Well, the list I gave you last week is still on the website. I'll put a link to it in this week's show notes. There's 10 or 12 things there that you should avoid. Basically, common sense will keep you from avoiding everything if you can overcome the greed that a lot of us fall into. So that's basically it. So if it's too good to be true, it's not true. And if you keep that in mind, you'll probably avoid most of them.
Yes, you will. Okay, well, what do you have for us this week?
Oh, easy questions this week. So what is the difference between the Federal Reserve and the Treasury? You know, we talked about Treasury bonds. We talked about the Federal Reserve printing money. There's a difference between the two. That would be a good question.
Do a little homework.
That's right. And the second question is, what is deflation and why should we worry about it? So deflation is what the Fed is worried about, and so that's something we should worry about too. And why should you notice historical events? What's the big deal? So what? It's history. Well, maybe it isn't. And finally, when should we take action in our financial matters? It's a good question for everyone, I think.
Good ones.
Yeah. So think about those, and we'll talk to you about them next week.
Good luck.